How long do you want to talk?
Oh, I don't know. We could talk all day.
We could talk all day.
Between the two of us. We could...
G'day guys, welcome to our first Table Talk time. This is where the group's going to get together from BX and 365, have a conversation. We might answer any questions that you may come through. If you want to PM us on Instagram, that's fantastic. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, and of course subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss out on anything else.
Yay!
Have I missed anything there?
That was actually pretty thorough.
Oh, good. Fantastic.
I was impressed.
So for those that don't know, I'm Shannon.
I'm Kristen.
Hey, and today, of course, we're missing one of our members, Elijah. He couldn't make today; he had other commitments. So, right into it.
What are we going to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
Good question.
Oh, how's your day been going?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Training and helping clients.
Ah, how was that?
Really good. Really inspiring. It helps me to, what I'm putting into practice, or what I'm teaching people, I need to put into practice as well. So it keeps me accountable and helping me to do what I need to do. Because I haven't been. I'm joking.
Do we say that?
We have to be real. We have to be vulnerable. I'm not perfect. Let's be honest.
Well, you do have a lot on your plate.
It is true. I do have a pretty full plate. I know that is a buffet-sized plate.
Oh. Yeah. Gotta cut down on that one, don't we?
Gotta make that portion size a bit smaller.
Important for everyone to know.
That's actually a good point, actually.
Yeah?
And that just clicked. See, this is why we do what we do.
Okay. Hit me with it. Hit me with
life, you can have your big old massive buffet-sized plate of stress.
Yeah.
You've got your kids. You can compartmentalize with it. But sometimes you mush all the food together, like when you're at the buffet. You know what I mean?
Well,
like you have to put
I do know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that more than once.
Yeah.
So you put your, mashed
in some
potatoes
sittings.
on. Hey?
Twice in some sittings.
I'm guilty. So you've got your stress, you've got your kids compartmentalized over here, you've got your job over here, and you've got, life and just things that happen, right?
Can I just break it up a little bit though? When you're talking about, this meal, and they're all different parts, which part of the meal is the kids? Are they the veggies, are they the chips, are they...
They're the dessert.
They're the dessert.
Because they make everything just better
Oh, that's good.
most of the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're the mashed potatoes that kind of hold everything together. And sometimes they're the corn that you're just trying to get on the fork and get functioning.
It's like when you're chasing them around to get them into bed.
Go!
Come with me now.
So you've got these different stresses, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's piled up high, because that's like, you've got to have your Kentucky Fried Chicken right in there. Just, you're starving, right? So you've got your dinner plate full of stress, and oftentimes it is more than we can handle. We're walking back to the table and going, wow, that's 5 kilos right there. I don't know if I'm going to handle this. And you just start tucking in, right? And that's sometimes what you do with life, is you just tuck into it and you don't realize how heavy it is. You don't realize how much is on your plate, because you just keep going and you just keep pushing through. So taking that then, and they always say, if you want to lose weight, bring your portion sizes down. Well, stress is very much needs to be brought down in the sizes as well, because that impacts your nutrition, but it also impacts your training. It impacts you mentally, everything. So that's my plan, actually, is to bring my portion size down from a buffet size plate to a salad plate.
Oh.
So working through that.
I think I probably should adopt something quite similar. I had this really bad habit of just piling one thing on top of the other and come up with a great idea, or a different venture of some sorts, and I'm trying to juggle the whole lot, and people are saying, oh, you've got to slow down, The thing is that I do find, though, I mean, for me personally, I operate a little bit better under the stress than I do when it's off. And I find that when I have that moment where I don't have to do anything, or I'm exhausted. Maybe that's that time when I'm just sort of like, hey, now the recharge, I don't know. But
which is so true. Like sometimes when you slow down, it's hard to get that momentum back up and going. And I totally get that. Like, I've had a lot of people say to me in the last while, they're like, oh, I don't know how you do what you do with everything that you've got going on with what you do. And I'm like, stop saying anything, because if I think about it too much, if I think about it too often, then I get overwhelmed and I'm like, oh, buffet, I can't eat all of that. But how do you manage it?
Yeah.
One bite at a time.
Yeah.
Like, you can, like, I wouldn't recommend it as a fitness and nutrition professional. I wouldn't recommend having a buffet size food or a plate of food every
Depends on how
day.
yummy it is, you know?
Well, it is true. Like, if it's, you know, like, you've got some vegan options maybe, but if it's like, yeah, I don't know, no. But, you know, you just eat it at one bite at a time.
Yeah.
You just, with anything, whether it's, you know, nutrition, with its fitness, whether it's consistency, you want to lose weight, you want to build muscle, you want to be anything, it takes consistency, it takes discipline, whatever that is.
Yeah.
You have a goal, you're disciplined.
I think for me, just recently, you know, I've had some conversations and I realised that I do have a lot going on, and trying to juggle all that and get through the day has been a little bit tiring. I'm spending some, you know, we're putting in some really long days. And just recently, I've tried this a few times, but this time I got sort of serious, and I created a fortnightly, 2-week timetable. So for me, it's like, on these days I'm going to do this, on these days, and I've got it on the time. I'm giving myself a timeline, and I have found just recently, in the last couple of weeks, by running by that schedule, I've got a lot more things done, and I'm a lot less stressed. And I'm somewhere, somehow, I don't know how this happened, but I've had time to actually sit down and be able to enjoy a movie or hang out with some friends, which I was struggling before.
Yeah.
I was struggling before. So, you know, it's been really, really helpful to get things done, get them done on time. You know, for me, it's like, okay, this day I know I've got to film, or I've got to edit, I've got to upload, or, you know, just simple things like that. But then there's other things that I do outside of that, and with that I've had some time to go out and explore. So yeah, I guess that has been helpful.
Pretty awesome, eh?
And I feel that I don't feel so confused, or what do I do next, or you know.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie? What is it called? My brain's just stopped functioning. Done.
That's because
Yeah. So distracted. No. Have you ever seen the movie Robin Hood Men in Tights?
No.
What?
No, I'm in trouble. I'm going to cop something.
We're gonna have to cut tape, and we're gonna have to watch.
Oh
that.
yeah. No.
So it's Robin Hood, but as a comedy.
Yeah.
And I can't remember any of the characters' names, but it's actually hilarious. But there's one scene where Robin Hood is fighting Little John over a little bridge, and it's literally a creek of water like this big. It's small. So they're fighting and they're doing their thing, and then Little John actually falls into the creek on his back, right? And he's literally like, there's no water in it. And he's like, I'm drowning. And he's like panicked and freaking out, and he's like, oh my gosh. And then, I don't remember, but he can stand up.
Yeah.
Right? That's how I oftentimes feel in life, right? Is that we tend to make things bigger. We don't structure our time.
Yeah,
we don't put in that effort. We don't get the self-love. We don't give ourselves care. And so we feel like everything is just massive. When in reality, all you have to do is just put your feet down. Like, those waves can hit you all you want to. Like when you're in the ocean.
Yeah.
Waves will hit, life will hit, stress will hit, and that's fine. You can take one of those waves every now and then. But then that surf hits, and you're like, oh crap, and you're like, I got it, I get her. And you just feel like you're out of control. You feel like you're drowning.
Yeah.
When in reality, you just put your feet down, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I can stand. I'm okay. And you don't feel so tense and so much stress. It's like nothing else has changed. The waves can still hit, but at least you can flow with it.
Yeah.
And you can roll with it a bit better. So if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not structuring your time, you definitely notice the impact, and everything becomes bigger than it actually is.
Good point. Good way of looking at it.
That's how I feel with my life most often. So that's kind of how I manage my anxiety. I struggle with anxiety quite heavily, and I'm not afraid to talk about that. And you know, there are times when like my mum's looked at me and she's like, stand up. I'm like, right, cool. It's actually not as big of a deal as I thought it was. Like it still is, but it's manageable. What are your solutions? You have a problem. What are your solutions and how do you work through that?
Well, when I think about that, I mean, for myself, I too have issues with anxiety.
So I think, you know, when you're looking at the cultural stigmas that we have, the cultural, you know, men have to harden up, or men have to do this, and it's men's responsibility to provide for their family. Absolutely, that's true. However, you know, if the man
we all support for our family now.
Absolutely. Well, and that is a cultural change. That is a shift that's happened. Like I provide for my family. I get it. But when we put those pressures on men, or we put those pressures on anybody, and then expect them to not have emotion and to not be able to express how they're feeling, and you know, we are all human.
Yeah.
We are designed the same biologically, so we all have the same, you know, hormones and stuff in our body. Like there's still some are more hormonal than others. But you know what I mean? We still have human emotion, we still have feeling, we still have, it's just, you know, a lot of the nature versus nurture on how we cope and how we process through that. And then you've got your cultural stigmas that if we don't change that, then those statistics will continue and to escalate, and it is a problem that needs to be addressed.
So the take-home message, guys, or everyone, is if you're feeling a bit down or a bit, I don't know, things aren't so right, stressed out, go and see someone.
Absolutely.
You know,
there's
reach out.
Hotlines, there's people,
Definitely.
there's, and I think, you know, the different institutes that they have, the resources that we have now, depending on which country you're in and where you're at, but I know worldwide it's something that's becoming more and more. So if you know, wherever you live, you reach out, you say, you know, reach out to your friend and say, I'm not doing okay, I'm really not okay, and I would hope that the friend would be like, all right, how can I help?
Yeah, definitely.
Not just, suck it up, princess.
Yeah, get a new friend, if that's the case.
Exactly. Get a new friend.
You want your friends to be supportive. I'm on your side, I'm going to help you out.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And just knowing that, you know, it's not all doom and gloom, that, you know, I struggled for a long time after my divorce, and after, you know, things kind of just kept hitting the fan. I moved into a house that was just up on a hill just slightly. And in the mornings, I had my daughter who would wake up at ridiculous hours. And my son then would wake up intermittently as well. And I really struggled with sleep deprivation. I think a lot of mums and dads, but mainly mums.
I saw you yawning earlier. You're still getting any sleep now, even though?
We're going to talk about the sleep deprivation 4.5 years later. But so I found myself watching the sunrise a lot more.
Nice.
A lot more. And I was like...
Not by choice.
Not by choice, initially.
Yeah.
Initially not by choice. Because sunsets have always been my thing.
Yeah.
Sunsets are so symbolic and they're so beautiful and they're so lovely. But then I started watching the sunrise, and the sunrise became just as, if not more beautiful than a sunset. And they always say it's always darkest before a sunrise. And it's true. I've seen it, trust me. But then I started waking up intentionally to watch the sunrise. I would go and do my workouts to watch the sunrise. And I would be able to then, you know, start my day. And it brought hope. It brought peace. It was like, okay, that was a really crappy night. That my child was up 5 times. I saw it literally every hour at some point. And that was hard, and it was scary, and it was frustrating, and it was just me. I was on my own doing it, just me. But then I saw the sun rise, and I knew I was okay.
Yeah.
Because I knew that, emotion. I knew that help was always going to be just around the corner. So I think, you know, taking that as a symbol for life, and that's really, you know, what hit me was that was very symbolic for my life. Is, you know, it didn't matter how dark that night got, that sun always came, and the sun with the clouds, and it was always stunning. Always stunning. Watching it come up that ridge was just like, oh, cool, I'm good. We're okay. Take a deep breath, take it in, let it out, let's go. So, yeah, so much symbolism everywhere.
Love it, love
Everywhere.
it. Always love it. I'd be very interested to know if people like the sunset or the sunrise.
That is true. Should we do a poll?
Yeah, yeah.
Could do.
Yeah, we could do that.
Or both. I'm now a both person.
Yeah. I can't say that I've seen many sunrises.
You got to start.
Yeah, I think I have. Like, I've seen some, don't get me wrong, but that was generally when I used to go out and, you know, maybe party or hang out with my friends all night, and
Yeah.
and I'd see that happen. But sunsets, definitely.
Oh
you know.
gosh, yeah. And sunsets are romantic and they're lovely and they can be romantic, I find. You know, it's the close of the day, it's all peace and the warm colours. But the sunrise, when you get those clouds, it is vibrant and it is fierce and it is just, it can be so intense. And it's just, the start of the day. It's beautiful.
I feel like I should have added the sunrise, watching the sunset together in my latest video, because I talk about improving your relationship. So, but I missed that one.
Improving your relationship by watching the sunset and the sunrise.
Watch the sunset together, people.
Just watch the sun. Maybe not in the middle of the day.
No, wear sunglasses.
Stare at it.
No.
That'll burn your retinas.
Yes, yeah, we don't want that.
And then you can't see the stress. It's fine. No,
I don't even know what to say about that one.
me either. I don't even know I said it.
No.
You could probably edit it out.
I probably will.
Glad I didn't spit that water everywhere.
That would have been a good effect. I could have slow made it out and yeah, that's really cool. So,
Add more water.
hey?
This is not a product endorsement, although this is the most indestructible bottle I've ever owned.
Oh, okay.
And I got it from eBay. Are we affiliated with eBay yet?
No, eBay!
We want you!
We want you. Come with us.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? So,
I buy everything on eBay.
do you really?
Not everything, but a lot of things.
Oh.
You can get a lot of things
I'm
cheap.
dangerously a big Amazon fan.
That's another one.
Yeah, I'm very
Amazon.
dangerous on it. And it's set up that way, I
Yeah.
think. But I definitely, and this is not sponsored at all, but I definitely go looking at one thing, which then leads me to something else, to something else, to something else.
It's so easy to
Yeah,
do.
it is way too easy.
Yeah.
Way too easy.
Way too easy.
You know, I think if I'm in the shop and I'm looking at the product and I look at the price and I reach into my wallet and I've got to pull out the money, it's alright. When I just put some digits into a computer, it just feels so different. Yeah,
It
dangerously
does.
different.
And it's part of the consumer psychology. They do research on this.
Oh yeah,
They
definitely.
do like studies and stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's all technical and they have
They know,
an
they know what they're
analysis
doing.
team.
But at the same time, I have to say, there's a lot of enjoyment to having this box delivered at the front door and you get to pick it open. Open it up. I
Oh
do
gosh,
enjoy
it's
that.
like Christmas.
Yeah, I do enjoy that. Christmas every day. I love it.
Self-inflicting Christmas. Like you just.
I have brought Christmas to me.
I
Once a day-
am
once a week.
Amazing.
Once a year is never enough.
Oh, well that's
No.
true. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I should put the tree back up.
Might as well just keep it up all year.
Yeah. I did that once. I had tinsel down the hallway of my house, and after Christmas had passed, I just couldn't be bothered, and I just got used to it being there, and it stayed there until next year.
I am.
That's bad.
It's not bad. It's not judging.
Really? Your face said judgment?
Sometimes my face says things. But no, I've been guilty of that as well. Keeping Christmas lights up and Christmas trees up. I may be that person that keeps their Christmas tree up way longer than they should.
Yeah.
That
Well,
only packs it away because it's March.
it's a lot of fun putting it up. It's not much fun bringing it back down.
Why? You gotta put it. You gotta, when you put the tree up, you gotta fight with the lights. They always get tangled up and in the tree, and you're just like, ugh.
Well, I think especially, you know, like if you've got the kids there and they're enjoying it as well, I mean, the excitement builds, but no.
Have you ever put a Christmas tree together with a 2 and a 4-year-old?
Well, I can't say I have, no.
Just
Not much fun?
try that.
All right.
I don't know how you go with it.
This Christmas I'll come to your house. Check it out. I'll film it.
But then there'll be 3 and 5, and then they'll be fine.
Well, that might be a bit better, yeah.
They will be a bit, yeah.
Very true.
When they're little, when you have OCD, I'm not diagnosed OCD, but when you have you like structure and you
Yeah.
like things a certain way, to relinquish that control to a 2-year-old, and you say, put this wherever you want, darling. And they do. And then they do in the same spot. And you have a clump of ornaments right there.
Oh, I love it. Really?
Please don't move it. It's okay. You did a great job, baby.
So you want to pull your hair out, but then they look at you with this really cute look, and it's just like, okay, I forgive you, you know. And they do that over and over again. They test us throughout their lifetimes and really push some of those boundaries. But you know, anybody else, you'd be like, I don't want to know you. See you later. Bye. You're out the door, you know, and you know, block them on the phone, and they don't exist.
We out.
But oh my goodness, they push you to the limits.
Oh,
They
yes.
push you to the limits, and I'm sure all parents have had those experiences.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
tough gig.
I struggle because my son still sleeps in bed with me, and I think that's something, you know, after my husband left and we divorced and all that, I just let him come sleep in bed with me because it made me feel good. And he was scared, and you know, just thought, you know, that's what you do, it's a loving parent thing, cool. But it's not necessarily the most, well, depends on who you talk to. Attachment parenting, there's different philosophies, there's different concepts, but I was finding that it was actually hindering him in a lot of ways and enabling any anxieties that he was having. And so my challenge, because he's 4.5, he's old enough that he can be sleeping in his own bed and it's okay. And you know, I'm thinking, you know, as time goes on, I will be married again, and I'm pretty sure I don't want my 12-year-old sleeping in bed with me. Hopefully, I'm married before
So
then.
you heard it first. By the 12.
I really hope I'm married before then. That's the point.
8 years. 8 years you've got. You're going to get married up again. Okay, good.
Well, you know, but I have no idea. I could get married in a month. I could get married in
In a month?
Well, maybe not a month. But
Gee whiz.
I know it's pretty quick.
That's fast.
You probably edit some of that out too.
Any viewers out there?
So, anyway. So my challenge was, you know, trying to get him to sleep in his own bed. Long story really short, a few nights this week he has slept in his own bed. But he said to me one night, he's like, Mummy, I'm going to sleep in my bed tonight. I'm like,
Oh, good.
go right ahead, I love you. And so that night he rolled over and we say our prayers and we sing songs and I scratch his back and did our little routine. And then he rolled right over and he was like, I love you, Mummy. Have sweet dreams. Good night. And I was like,
Oh my goodness.
bye, baby. I'm just going to go put you in a pile on the floor over here. And I was so excited that he was feeling confident enough. And as a parent, that made me proud because he was feeling secure for the first time in maybe a while, that he's felt comfortable to sleep in his own bed. And that night he slept right through the night. He didn't wet the bed. He didn't come into my room until about 6:30 in the morning. And then we had our cuddles and laugh and went on with the day. And it was very rewarding.
He wanted to see the sunrise.
I think the sun was already up by
Yeah,
then.
probably. By 6:30.
Yeah. And I don't, where I'm at now, because I've just moved, I don't get to see the sunrise.
Oh.
Not the same. You still, obviously, the sun still
Yeah,
comes up.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just different.
I don't see the sunrise yet. We got, what do you call them? Houses in front.
Walls.
I can't see through the wall. That needs to be glass.
X-ray
Note
vision.
yourself. I'll do some renovations next.
Do it.
Cool.
Get a house up on the hill.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's the crux of what we do as parents is teaching them how to be healthy, functioning adults and falling along the way and failing and being okay with failing.
Yeah, I think we fall and fail just as often as they do.
100%.
On the way, it's a learning journey for us all.
Yeah.
Really.
And that concept of, when your child is learning how to walk, you don't tell them, oh, you can't walk ever, you're going to just keep falling over. You keep encouraging them, and it's the same thing with us as parents.
Yeah.
Is we are, in essence, learning how to walk. We don't all know what we're doing. Some people read the books and...
Well, they can read the books. The thing is that these kids don't come out with an instruction manual tucked under their arm.
With
so they're all different.
Personality, and they don't tell you that your son can be completely different than your daughter.
Oh yeah.
Completely different.
Yeah. No.
I kid you not, there's some chalk and cheese. They do love cheese though.
Cheese.
I said they chalk and cheese.
Oh, okay.
They both love cheese.
Oh,
the
yeah.
little mice that they are.
Yeah, just don't do that ridiculous throwing the cheese on the kid's the baby's face. Have you seen that on videos?
I've seen the one with the cat.
I saw one this morning where he's got the baby on the ground and he goes to throw the cheese at the baby, and as it's in midair, this dog just comes out of nowhere, grabs the cheese and takes off. So, but I just think, gee whiz, why would you throw that at your kid?
Well, I didn't see the video, so depending on how old the kid is.
No, they're babies.
Like babies?
Babies in this one was in a little capsule thing. I've seen others that are in like the high chair, like
a high chair you can manage because then they can catch it and they'll eat it.
Yeah, but they're throwing it on their face.
Well, they're probably doing the cat thing. Have you seen the cat video?
No.
Oh.
If I get a piece of cheese,
Why?
can I throw it at your face?
Yeah, go get one.
No. Are you serious?
Probably. I don't know. But if you throw a piece of cheese at a cat, they go. They stop functioning. So it's probably they were just testing the theory and seeing if humans are like cats.
That sounds cruel. I really want to get a piece of cheese now and throw it at your face.
Go get some.
I wonder if I've got some.
How do you not have cheese?
I don't know. I'll have a look.
Cheese is like life. Cheese is amazing. It's not really great for you, but depends on who you talk to. We eat a lot of cheese in our house. Like a lot. It's cheese. Let's go through it. Do you have cheese?
I have one of these. Bits of cheese here.
Well, let me show people.
I think look into this camera when I eat it. Here. Cheese.
Can I believe I've just agreed to this?
I bet you I miss.
Probably.
Right. So the whole thing is, say cheese.
Cheese!
You're a total idiot.
I'm not the one that just...
Now eat it.
Cheese
Don't waste food.
at a human being.
Some people are starving.
I'm starving. I've only had a protein shake today.
You're not.
You want some cheese?
Sure.
And that concludes our...
we just stop on that note.
That is the highlight of our day.
Definitely, 100%.
I believe I just had cheese thrown in my face. High five for actually getting it on my face.
Well, yeah, I didn't think I was going to.
I didn't think you were doing.
Well, that's a good start to our table talk time.
We could probably cut this into like 3 videos. You do realise
Oh,
that?
dear whiz. Gee whiz?
Cheese whiz?
Cheese whiz.
Cheese whiz.
Do you want to do the exit?
Nope.
You don't want to say see it, everyone?
Bye. No.
Ah.
No, guys, thank you so much for taking this time to be
That
with
one up
us.
there.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for sitting with us and hanging out with us and eating cheese with us. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, guys. And again, if there's anything that you want to know more about, you want us to talk about and be stupid about, put it in the comments, like us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and then just like and subscribe our channel on YouTube. Thanks guys, we love you. Have a great day.
But for sure, we'll do this each month. We'll at least do one of these videos each month. We'll at least do one of these videos each month. If you want more, just let us know and we'll do more. And hopefully next time we'll have LRJ in here as well and we can throw some cheese at him. Actually, let's both throw cheese at him.
Without him knowing.
Without him knowing.
Without him even knowing.
We just have him sit there and we just throw it at him.
But I really like fish.
Alright guys, take it easy.
Bye,
We'll see you
guys.
soon.
Mwah.
Bye.